So I served in the U.S. Army. I was there for 2 years and 3 months before I got lupus, and that resulted in kidney failure. Do you want me to keep going?
Sure.
So we're in Ouray, Colorado. I'm competing at an elite level here at the Ouray Ice Park. I had some history of climbing in high school, and back in those days I thought, who would ever ice climb? That just sounds crazy. You've got the risk of ice breaking off. Your picks can skate off at any moment.
To me, it's really a sport that has its dangers.
It's like a physical chess match. You're problem solving as you're on the climb. The other part of it, I guess, that's crazy is, I guess it's not as crazy as I thought. It's a lot more fun than I thought.
He's always known what he wants. At a very young age, you know, if he wanted something or had an idea in his head, he pursued it. My name is...
It was like the bucket list goal. I love to someday be strong enough to do that. Woo! But also in the back of my head, it's like, you have to be really strong. I don't know if I'll ever get there, especially with my condition, you know? You know, I wanted to do something that was challenging. To me, I thought Special Forces would have been what I wanted to do.
I was very proud of him. I have a picture of him in his uniform on my refrigerator. But at the same time, it was, you know, any parent. We have the worries that come along with it, the crying. And
yeah, I signed up as a grunt. You know, I didn't get the Special Forces contract, but I signed up for infantry, and I got a airborne contract. So they're throwing us out of planes and throwing our Humvees out of planes. And that was going pretty well. Later, I came down with flu-like symptoms and sinus infection type symptoms and a really sharp pain in my back, which turned out to be kidney pain. I had lupus. They didn't know what caused it. It was causing kidney failure, and that I was likely going to be medically discharged and not able to do what I was going to want to do with my career. So I underwent chemotherapy for 6 months and a whole slew of other medications, erythropoietin, high doses of prednisone. None of that seemed to work. I underwent dialysis for 2 years, which dialysis is brutal. It's so brutal.
I was there at the hospital. I met the team of doctors, and I was close with him. I was there with him by his bedside a lot and helping him with the edema he was suffering from. And I was just partnering up with him. I mean, what parents, I guess I thought that's what parents should do.
There was, a few crucial conversations with either my mom or my dad. Just keeping me going.
I didn't want him to be alone. And I was there to let him know, you know, that we're going to be okay.
So in the meantime, I got put on a transplant list and we had family members tested. The VA was crucial in helping with all of that. My mom ended up testing and she was a match for my transplant. And so, yeah, we got me a transplant after 2 years.
It was a no-brainer for me. I was just shocked that I can do it. I was excited that we could get this taken care of. And I was excited that I was healthy enough to donate a kidney to my son.
Yeah, that was weird because, you know, my mom was a donor, you know, so she gave birth to me and then she gave birth to me again, you know, and now, like, I always carry that part of her with me. This is the story I want to get out is at 19 years old, when you get lupus or you get any kind of medical problem, it's daunting. If I could have just told my 19-year-old self, like, this is possible, you know? with the transplant and a new lease on life, like I met my wife and now I have 2 wonderful kids. And I tell you what, that alone was worth living for, you know? Dang it. I hate my crying voice. No, I don't hate it. It's good.
I've always told him, I said, you know, you wanted to be in Special Forces, but internally, you're in Special Forces. I mean, internally, you're fighting a fight that they fight externally. So I said, you know, you still are part of that mindset.
If I could just be of encouragement to someone else who's going through the same thing, to say, it wasn't easy, but if you keep being diligent, taking those incremental, progressive steps towards getting back on your feet, trying the next best thing, problem solving the next thing that you have to problem solve, it's worth it.